Welcome to episode number 3 of Making Money with Private Label Rights. This is Paul Evans, and we're going to talk about today the 5 big mistakes most PLR marketers make. So let's get started. Mistake number 1 is leaving the PLR as is. Just buying it and thinking, well, I got private label rights. I'm just going to put it up on the web and see how much money I can make. Well, you got to edit it, format it, choose the media, addition, subtractions, and graphics at the minimum. Those 6 things are the minimum of what you need to do. I mean, when it comes down to editing, a lot of PLRs, I was reading recently on a forum that they were complaining about the quality of PLRs. Well, here's a product that you get to take and put your name on, and you don't think that you have to do some work? Well, that's just crazy. I mean, especially if you're not paying a lot of money for these, and most people aren't. It's a very low-priced a product that you get to take, claim as your own. So you need to do some work. You need to edit it. You need to format it. You need to go in, and the chapter titles probably are not good if it's an ebook. You need to change those. You need to do some sub-themes within each chapter and use alliteration or use some sort of structure and organization so that people can just simply scan through the material and see what it's about fairly easily. When you're thinking about the media format, whether you're going to keep it digitally or you're going to do a physical product, whether a CD or you're going to show videos online or MP3 online, or if it's going to be a special report. But you need to choose, and you're going to have to change it into that. Most PLRs do not come ready to use. They're not designed for that. They're designed for you to take and augment, to change, and make better in some way. The additions may be that you might find some gaps, so you want to add some things. And the subtractions might be that you are reading through and you feel like, well, this isn't the strongest section. I just need to zap that. Go ahead and cut it out. A lot of people get this PLR and think, well, this is what I'm supposed to sell. That's the difference between private label rights and resale rights. Most of the time with resale rights, you don't get to put your name on it, but you get a ready-to-resell product. With a PLR, it's not ready to resell. There's got to be some changes made. And then finally on this page you see graphics. Being able to change those if there's some in existence, because most PLRs that come with graphics, honestly, they're not very good. So you need to spend a little bit of time or a little bit of money and upgrade those to something that looks professional, or maybe your industry does not need a graphic at all. Mistake number 2, limited vision. And that is that whatever format that it comes in, a lot of people feel like, well, that's what I'm going to sell it as. So if it comes as an ebook, I keep it as an ebook. If it comes as video, I keep it as a video. Well, you can take that video and you can strip the MP3 out of it. And you can have an audio. You can take that MP3, you can convert it to a WAV file and put it on a CD. So that people can play it going down the highway, playing it in their cars. Or, they see the ebook, but they don't see the special report inside the ebook. Or they don't see the autoresponder email messages in there. Or they don't realize that this book may be a great source of research, or it may simply be a bonus or a lead generation tool. People buy PLRs and feel like, man, this comes in as an ebook, and so that's what I'm supposed to use it for. No, private label rights. You get to relabel it, and you get to change it unless the license forbids you to do so, and most don't. You need to change it into something different. Don't have a limited vision. Don't see it solely in the form that it comes to you in. And there's a lot of people using PLRs for a lot of different things. They're doing this, their Squidoo lenses, their MySpace, Facebook. They're doing so many things with this information that's far beyond the scope of the original format that it came in. So don't limit your vision. Mistake number 3 that people often make is selling cheap resale rights. So what they'll do is they'll offer an ebook for, say, $10, and then they will upsell it and say, if you want to have rights to resell this book, well, here are the private label rights, or the resale rights actually, for $25. And they go, man, I sold that for $35, and they're pretty excited about it. So they feel like they've really done something. Well, the truth is, all they've done is allowed the market to become more broad, and they've not made near the money that they could. Whereas if they had put the time in to create a really good product from the PLR, they could have charged $497 or more. Because if you design your PLR to be worth about $50, well, you can get 10 times that easily for your resale rights. And so you're selling this book for $50 and you upsell $497. Now the great thing about that is the person who buys those resale rights may simply be a person who doesn't just work in that niche, but they work in any niche. So as you release more private label rights products that are solid, there might be a person that you can continue to make that $500 off of each time. So let's say that you had 20 of those, and that every month or every 2 months you released a new resale rights product based off a PLR that you took and did some work on. Well, there's $10,000 a month or $10,000 every 2 months that you would earn because you did some work. So it's an interesting view to stay away from the cheap resale rights and offer something of real value. Number 4, no affiliate program. See this all the time. People feel like, well, I got this PLR and I can put it up online and I'll drive traffic to it and I'll make all these sales. The easiest way to make sales online is to have other people sell it for you. Now, people that already have a book or a product in the industry or in the niche of the PLR that you've got rights to, well, that's your sales force. Now, you can do the traditional route and do 50% commission. Or if you're looking to develop this niche further and you really want to build an email list, give them 100% commission. Let them keep all of it because you're going to be building a customer list off of that. It didn't cost you much to get the PLR. It took you some time to renovate it, to edit it. But now you're letting them get all the money for all the work that you did, but you end up getting a list of buyers. And the only way you can do that is to do it through an affiliate program if you want it to be successful. Now, the reason that most people don't have an affiliate program with their PLR is they don't do much work and it stinks. And so they don't have the courage, or maybe that's too strong of a word, the security to go to someone and ask them to represent it, because deep down they know the product isn't very good. But if you've avoided number 1 and you're not simply leaving the PLR as it is, but you're making changes, well, then the back end off of being able to give away the commission, either 50% or 100% or whatever that you choose, you can end up getting a customer's list so that the next PLR you buy in that area and then make changes to it that are strong enough, then you've got a list of buyers sitting there waiting to get your material. Mistake number 5, no business plan. People put up these PLRs, they've got no next release, they've got no next offer, they've got no next email. They're just not tied into it very well because their vision is so short-sighted. They're looking at that one-time sale instead of thinking about building the customer list and then in the future selling them again and again through whether it's affiliate products or whether it's other PLRs that they take and change and make into something powerful for this particular market. But if you're going to get into the PLRs, I would encourage you to create a business plan. Now, there's so many different models, and we can't get into this on this video, but there are a minimum 25 different online business models that PLRs would be ideal for. But you got to choose which one in the beginning of how you're going to use it, how you're going to pursue it. What is your plan going to be? What is your model going to be? And so you've got to think about that, get on board with it, and make sure that from the beginning you're able to see what you're going to be doing with these PLRs. Now in episode 4, we're going to talk about the advantages of private label rights over starting from scratch. So until then, hope that you enjoyed these 5 big mistakes and that you will avoid them.